HarperVia and HarperAudio present Dear Teacher, a novel by Maddalena Vaglio Tanet, translated from the Italian by Jill Fulston, performed by Natalie Naudus. In memory of Ada Maurizio, my grandmother, Maria Vadori, my great-grandmother, and Lidia Julio, the teacher, for Paola Savio, my mother. Stones taught in the woods. They have small friends, ants and other animals I don't recognize. The wind doesn't blow away the tombstone, graves, the shadowy remains, that life of heavy dreams. You remain in shadow. My heart burns and then crumbles in order to remember naively not to die. My heart is like that forest, wholly sarcastic at times, its filthy branches falling on your head, burdening you. Amelia Rosselli, Documento. Like eyes, these dull holes in the windows. On the right, the ivy has stripped everything, and it seems beautiful, you might say. A triumph, this greenery. While overhead a bird squawks, you see it fly in circles, like someone who speaks to ghosts. What a strange machine, the head. We harass the dead with our thoughts. Caw, caw. It's only a crow. Azzurra d'Agostino, canti di un luogo abbandonato. 1. Instead of going to school, the teacher went into the woods. In one hand, she held the newspaper she'd just bought, and in the other her leather satchel containing notebooks, corrected homework, pens, and well-sharpened pencils. She left the road unhesitatingly, as if the woods had been her destination from the start. Her loafers padded over a carpet of shiny brown leaves that looked like raw entrails. She soon abandoned the satchel and the newspaper. At a certain point, her grip had loosened without her noticing. She followed one path for a bit, perhaps from muscle memory, and then left it and began ascending and descending the slopes. She felt she was going at great speed and that the landscape was melting around her. Chestnuts, hazelnut trees, and birches were splotches, rivulets of color. The sky spilled over the outlines of the hills. The earth danced under her feet like a floating jetty. The percussion of her feet on the level ground became a kind of drumbeat, urging her to continue. She heard the impact, but as if it were coming from underground. Someone down there was knocking, forcing her to go on, chasing her away. After many hours, tiredness compelled her to slow down. She was stumbling. Her lips were sticky with saliva, and she kept swallowing in an effort to get something down. It felt like she'd swallowed a bite that had become stuck in her throat. But it was her heart, tired out by the march. Her skirt was streaked with mud, her tights shredded by brambles. The daylight was fading, by this time almost azure blue. A half-moon materialized above the mountaintops. The teacher recognized the feeling of the cold night air, and it was that familiar sensation which restored a moment of clarity and allowed her to truly suffer. She had climbed a hill called the Rovella, and from there she could see the village of Biolio, where she'd been born, the roof of the church, its bell tower, the lights going on one by one in the dusk. She saw them, but she couldn't understand them. They seemed like the ruins of a forgotten civilization. She had gotten all the way up there without meaning to, urged on like a blindfolded prisoner. Her stomach was twisting with hunger. The backs of her shoes had rubbed her heels, and even her face hurt because she hadn't stopped clenching her teeth and jaw the entire time. She couldn't go down
Sample complete. Ready to continue?